Hello, Greg here from Ballistic Barbecue, hanging out on the Primo Ceramic Grill channel. On this video, I'm going to be preparing a honey roasted duck with an orange glaze. Served alongside of that is going to be a roasted cauliflower and garlic mash. We're going to be cooking all of this on the Primo Oval XL. Let's get going. All right, now we're going to be starting off with a 5-pound duckling. Now, just like turkey, I think the younger ducks taste a lot better, so try to find a younger bird if you can. Now, what I have here is a pretty sharp serving fork. There's a lot of fat in the skin of the duck, so what I'm going to do is just pierce the skin with this, and I'm not going to pierce the flesh. Now, this will help get a nice crisp skin, and it'll help that fat render through. So again, I'm just poking it through the skin. All right, that looks good. Now the next thing we're going to do is just apply some cooking oil. This is just canola oil. It'll help the rub that I'm going to apply it here, and it'll also help with that crisping of the skin. All right, next thing I'm going to do is apply a rub, and what I'm going to use is Primo's Tupelo Honey Crunch. This stuff is just awesome. I mean, it has pretty much all the notes that you want. There's some sweet, some savory, a little bit of spice, just great stuff, and it goes so good with poultry. Apply a nice liberal coating to the top and bottom of the bird. Now I'm also going to make sure I get it inside the cavities. No, I'm not going to worry too much about trussing this bird up, but I am going to secure these legs. As far as the wings are concerned, we'll just tuck these behind the back here. All right, we'll apply a little extra rub where it kind of got wiped off. Primo is all hooked up. We are ready to cook this duck. Heat deflectors are in place, and I have a drip pan underneath the duck. Now I'm going to be running the Primo at 375. Right now I have the upper damper closed all the way, daisy wheel is open all the way, lower damper is open about a finger's width apart. Now after 30 minutes I'm going to flip the duck, and I'm going to continue doing that every 30 minutes, just flipping it. That way we're going to end up with a really nice, evenly cooked, crisp skin. Now, as I said, we are going to glaze this with a really nice orange glaze, so let's get going on that part of this recipe. Now, the sauce is about as easy as it gets. We're going to start off with 1/2 cup of orange juice, 1/2 cup unsalted chicken stock. If you have duck stock, use it. 1/4 cup orange liqueur, 2 tablespoons white vinegar, 1 tablespoon softened unsalted butter, 1 teaspoon whole coriander seeds. So what I'm going to do now is bring this up to a boil, and I want to start softening up those seeds. All right, we've got a good rolling boil now. What I'm going to add is 1/4 cup of raw turbinado sugar. Get that stirred in. Add some fresh orange zest. And a nice pinch of salt. All right, this is starting to reduce. What I have here is 1/4 cup honey. I'm going to add this. And then to kind of counter off all the sweetness, I have 1/2 of the serrano chili that I've sliced up. Add as much heat or as little heat as you want. I'm just going to let this come back up to a boil. So what I'm going to do is allow this to come up to a nice roaring boil, then I'm going to lower it to a simmer. We're going to let this reduce until it's kind of a nice kind of syrupy consistency. All right, we probably have about 40-45 minutes left until the duck's done, so we're going to go ahead and get started with that cauliflower. So what I'm going to do is stake this thing out to put it on the Primo. And I'm cutting them in, I don't know, about 1-inch thick slices here. Just going to take some olive oil and brush both sides. We're going to prep this garlic pretty darn easy. Just going to cut the top off this. Take some of this olive oil and brush it on top. All right, let's get it into the Primo. As you can see, I have the grate extension in place. I'm just going to place all these veggies on top. All right, garlic and the cauliflower will both take about 35 minutes to roast. Timing wise, I think by the time the mash is completely made, the duck will have been rested, ready to slice. So I think we're doing pretty well. See you in a bit. All right, we're just under 2 hours on this cook. I took the temperature at the thickest part of the duck's leg using an instant read thermometer, and we're looking for 165 to 170. We're getting really close. So I'm going to go ahead and apply the glaze. Cauliflower's coming right along. This glaze is just fantastic. All right, so I'm just going to leave the duck on long enough for that sauce to tighten up. I'm guessing 10 to 15 minutes. See you in a bit. All right, it's been about 15 minutes. The duck is done. Looks and smells amazing. I know the video does not do it justice. So what I'm going to do is go ahead and get this pulled off. I'm going to allow the cauliflower to finish. It's getting really close. I'll meet you guys in the kitchen. We'll finish up that mash and serve up an amazing meal. See you inside. All right, I just took the cauliflower and garlic off the Primo. It's very, very important you do this next process while it's still nice and hot. So I have all that cauliflower. I'm going to put it in my food processor. You can use an immersion blender if you choose, or just a regular blender. Still nice and steaming here. I have 4 cloves of that roasted garlic. It's going in. Tablespoon of cream cheese. 1/4 cup of grated Parmesan. About a teaspoon of that chicken stock. A little salt. A little fresh cracked pepper. Let's go. All right, looks good. It's got a great consistency, like mashed potatoes. Okay, what I'm going to do now is get this into a bowl. We're going to keep it hot, carve up some duck, and we're going to eat. See you in a bit. All right, and now for my favorite part, as always, trying this thing out. So we're going to go ahead and carve some breast meat here. Nice and juicy. All right, and let's give this a shot here. Again, just very, very juicy. Just very moist. I'm very happy with this. Let's give this a mash a try. And this brown color is, you know, the smoke and everything from that Primo. Just, it smells really good. It smelled great while it was cooking. You know, even folks that really don't like cauliflower will like this. It's really good. Nice amount of garlic. Anyway, guys, I'm going to polish off my duck here. Thank you for stopping by. Remember to sub if you haven't. Thumbs up if you like it. Plenty more videos to come. Check out Primo University. They have some really, really good tutorial videos for you know, just heat management, just some real basic Primo stuff. I'll see you on the next video. Cheers.